Alright, what's up guys? So I know it's been a while since I made a video, but today I'm in the 240, as you can see right here. And we're going to be doing some angle mods to it today. So I'm going to modify the knuckles, cut the lower control arms, extend them, and relocate the steering rack. So I'm on the way to Jacob's shop right now, and I'll catch up with you guys when I get there. Alright, so update. I have the lower arms off on both sides. Turns out that the knuckles are already modified, so I guess I don't have to modify them, which is a plus. I gotta get a new one of these because this is, I don't know if you can see it, shot. But I'm gonna get new arms anyway. I got these rack spacers from GKtech that I'm gonna put in right now. I have the passenger side tie rod off. So if you didn't know, this one, the little spacer goes on here. Let's see if I can show you. Goes over your threads, and you thread it back in up here, right here. So it'll go like that, and then this big one right here goes on your driver's side. It just goes between your inner tie rod and the rack right here. Alright, to give a quick update, I ground or cut the bump stops off the control arms, the lower arms, a lot of flap disking. Got all the welds off, and I already cut this one in half, well, yeah, quarter I guess, and I'm going to add an inch to both of them. Alright, quick update. In order to get those 1-inch pieces for the control arm, I took this plate I had, it's a 6-inch plate, cut out 1-inch sections. That are 6 inches long, and I'm going to bend them to this shape right here. Alright, quick update. This is the piece I made out of that metal I showed you. It's gonna go right there, it's gonna go right there, and that's gonna go in there. Maybe. And Jacob's gonna weld that, and I'm gonna make the other one of these for the other arm right now. Alright, got this one tacked up. Actually lines up pretty good. Kinda. Alright guys, so outside the shop right now, I'm out back, but Jacob got the control arms fully welded all the way around, and we added this bar to the bottom of it just for extra support. It's even welded on the inside too. But I got the ball joint taped up, the bushing taped, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint it. So got me some grape paint. Yep, that's the color right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint these real quick. Alright, so there's a coat on this arm. I'm gonna let that dry for a minute, probably do another coat on it. And Jacob's currently welding the other arm right now, so when he's done, I'm gonna paint that one. Alright, so Jacob finished up the other arm. It's right here, painting that one right now. The other one drying over here. So when those are dry, I'm gonna do one more coat on the one I'm painting right now, but once those are dry, I'm gonna throw them back in the car. Alright, so while I'm waiting for the paint to dry on the control arms, let me give you an update on Jacob's car actually. His Miata is getting really close to being done. So he got the intercooler piping made. This one's not on yet, just because he had to put the blow-off valve on and the intake air temp sensor in. So he has the sensor welded in, blow-off valve on. This pipe obviously goes over here. He has the exhaust made. It's a 3-inch right here out the hood. The wastegate made, those are both attached. Cleaned up the wiring, put the coolant hoses on. I don't know if you saw that yet. Coolant hoses. So he's got these clamps for the intercooler piping. So this thing's coming along really good. It's really close to being done, which is super exciting. Also, we got the clutch master put in here. The line ran down here. We have to get a slave because he had the wrong one. He had one for an E36. This is an E30 transmission. Yeah, we got that hooked up. We got a lot of stuff done since the last time you saw it. So next thing would be the fans, a new proportioning valve, a Wilwood one, so there's more clearance right there. So yeah, this is coming along really good. All right, so this one's pretty much dry. This is the first one that I painted. Now I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna throw this one in real quick. So let me just real quick, just. All right, and there you go. That one's in. Just gotta tighten all the bolts up, and I'm gonna go do the other side. All right, got the other one right here. Let's throw this one up too. All right, got that one in now. So we got both of them in. I gotta tighten all the bolts, get my tie rods on, and then as you saw, I put the GKtech rack spacers in, the one right here, and the smaller one over here. So since you're adding length to each side of your rack, you have to do an alignment afterwards. So I'm just gonna eyeball the alignment right now and go to work and do a full alignment. All right, so if you put in the GKtech rack spacers, GKtech recommends when you go to do your alignment to center the rack. In order to center it, you measure between the inside of the rack here to where you would put your, your adjustable wrench to get your inner tie rods off, and you want it to be 3.14 inches. So you can see mine's right at 3.14. So you want it to be 3.14 on this side, and you want it to be 3.14 over here as well. But over here, you're gonna be measuring from the inside right here, inside the rack, till right here on the rack spacer that you just installed. So you want both of those to be 3.14 and then do your alignment. All right, so minor setback. I was doing the eyeball alignment, and my inner tie rods actually aren't long enough. I thought they might work because they're not stock tie rod ends. They're DiffWorks tie rods, inner and outer. So I wanted to try them, but they're not long enough. So actually I thought about that before I started doing this. So yesterday I went and picked up some 2008 Maxima inner tie rod ends, and those are longer than stock S14 tie rod ends. So I'm gonna throw those in right now and see if I can fix the toe. All right, real quick, let me show you what I was talking about the tie rod ends. So this is the inner tie rod end from an S14. This is the inner tie rod end from a 2008 Nissan Maxima. So you can see if you line them up right here, the Maxima is a lot longer than the S14. And that's what I need, because mine aren't long enough. Mine are coming out of the outer tie rod when I try and adjust the toe. So I put the Maxima tie rods in because they're longer, and I need longer ones. Now they're too long. So, guess I'm gonna cut them. I don't know what else to do, so start cutting, I guess. All right, so I'm finally done. Cutting the Maxima tie rods only worked for the passenger side, not the driver's side. So I put the DiffWorks tie rod end back in the driver's side. So I have a Maxima on the passenger, DiffWorks on the driver, whatever, it works. So here's what the angle looks like. This is the leading wheel right here. Here's the trailing wheel. So a problem I'm running into now though is the tie rod end is hitting the lower control arm. So right there you can see that. That's at full lock. So I don't know if there's high clearance arms like GKtech or PBM or ISR. I don't know if they sell those, but if they do, I'll probably look into getting those. But yeah, this is essentially how much angle I got out of extended lower arms, 1 inch extended lower arms, GKtech rack spacers, and modified knuckles. But anyway, this is how much angle I got. Let me show you the other way real quick if you're interested. Just turn it full lock to the other way real quick. I definitely need to relocate my rack also because it's binding when you get to almost a full lock. But here's a leading wheel over here now. Trailing wheel over here, or this is the leading wheel, that's the trailing wheel, my bad. So leading wheel right here. It's a decent amount of angle. Trailing wheel. So yeah, it's a decent amount of angle. I guess I'm pretty happy with it. I gotta make a bump stop or something for now though, for that lower arm. It hits over here as well. You see right here, hold on, give me 1 second. All right, you see right here, it also hits the lower arm right there. So, I don't know. I gotta figure that out, but it is what it is. I'm happy with it. So I gotta bring this to work, do an alignment on it, an actual alignment on it. I just eyeballed it. But anyway, that's all this video is really gonna be about, is just, you know, doing some angle mods to this thing. I was gonna relocate the rack, which I probably should have, but I'll do it later down the road if I really need to. So anyway, if you like the video, go ahead and comment, you know, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.